lucky to have met Steve Jobs at the beginning of the 2000. And we were talking and joking. He told me, Bernard, I don't know if in 50 years my iPhone will still be a success. But I can tell you, I'm sure everybody will still drink your Dom Pérignon.
현대 최고의 부자들을 떠올리면 누가 가장 먼저 생각나시나요? 많은 분들이 테슬라의 일론 머스크와 아마존의 제프 베조스를 떠올릴 겁니다. 하지만 그들과 맞먹는 세계적인 부자이지만 많은 이들이 잘 모르는 부자가 있었으니 그는 바로 LVMH 수장 베르나르아르노. 그는 2022년 2월 14일 기준 포브스 실시간 세계 부자 순위 2위에 빛나고 있습니다. LVMH가 무슨 기업인지 궁금하신 분들이 있을 테니 간단히 설명드리자면 현재 지구상에서 가장 큰 럭셔리 제국으로 생각하시면 쉬울 것 같습니다. 유명한 명품 브랜드 루이비통, 디올, 펜디, 지방시, 벨루티, 리모아, 태그호이어, 위블로, 불가리, 티파니부터 세계적인 주류 브랜드 모에샹동, 돈페르뇽, 아르망디, 화장품 브랜드론 세계 1위 뷰티샵, 셰포라 등 총 75개의 회사를 소유하고 있는 아주 거대한 기업입니다. 오늘은 스티브 잡스도 인정한 LVMH 제국을 세운 아르노 회장의 성공 비밀을 알아보겠습니다.
The major reason for success at the beginning is to have an idea, a creative idea, an innovative idea that is really putting the company with an advance to everybody else. It should be, to be successful, a game changer. I think our companies are very involved in the tech world because tech has more and more importance on the way we do business. For instance, if you take one of our companies, Sephora is doing a lot on e-commerce in the US. For instance, it's the #1 site selling beauty products in the US. So we are always in touch with new ideas, with newcomers, with startups, and we try to find the best. For instance, in LVMH here in Vivatech, we have had 800 applications for startups. We chose 30 of them, and among the 30, we will choose 1, 2, or 3 that will be announced tomorrow. That we think will be the most promising for the future. Almost as important as the idea at the beginning is the execution, and the fact that building on the idea must be really very professional, very efficient, and that also makes a difference. I have seen a lot of startups with very interesting ideas, but with also some other competitors almost with the same ideas. But only 1 or 2 of them are successful. It's because the execution of their business plan. So it's key for the long-term success.
What makes you so confident with your pricing pressure?
We have unique products, and we have done that over the years. When the currency is going down, we have the possibility of increasing gradually prices, like we did recently in the US, 5%, because our products are so in demand that we can do it. But obviously, we are very fair with the consumer. When the currency goes back up, which can happen, which happened in the past, we do the opposite. So we can decrease prices also. If, for instance, the dollar comes back up, we can also play it the other way, to be fair with our consumers.
Take, for instance, Christian Dior. It was started from scratch in 1947, and we try to keep the same spirit, which is the spirit of being close to the founder and close to movement and new ideas. And also, I must say that the startup we see today, their goal is not to stay a startup forever. They want to grow. The goal of a startup is becoming a large company. If you take, for instance, Facebook or Microsoft, they were startup at one point. Now they are quite big. And we try to help the startups that we chose today to become big success And I think it's a goal of every startup. This being said, it's not always easy.
We don't do marketing because marketing is against what a company like us should do. Because marketing, what is marketing? Marketing is to analyze what the customer wants and then try to follow what the customer is looking for and test what you create following these trends and try to do it. We do completely differently. We create new products and sometimes it fails, but when it's successful, the customers follow. So the marketing is not for us part of the product creation. The marketing is after. The marketing is when we have these products, how with these products, which people want, maximize the desire. Luxury, for me, is how can you create desire? The most important word in our business is desire, how to create desire. And when you have the product, then you have to create good environment in the shops, and you have to present it well. He always gave me the sense of business, and he gave me the key. I was 25, and I was running. It was a small business. You know, it was risky for him because it's a business he built over his entire life.
By his mid-20s, he was making some pretty big changes. He wanted to move out of construction and manufacturing and into real estate.
And he was getting ready to invest in America, which was very unusual for a small real estate development company in France. France was very conservative at that time, but you didn't do that, especially at his age. He was still in his 20s. And it was very unusual for somebody of his age to take those types of decisions.
He started looking for gems, for things that were undervalued, even outside of what his company had done previously.
I was looking at several ideas, and I hit Christian Dior. And immediately I thought this brand has a lot of potential. It is under-evaluated. It is small compared to what I thought the world was going to become. And so I moved to buy it.
He was a complete visionary. He saw things that nobody else saw. He saw the increase of wealth in the world.
We try to build a large business with our partners with one criteria: the best quality and the most elitist product in every line that we are selling throughout the world.
You know, the success of the group is made of the quality of the product. And the quality of the product is a consequence of the extraordinary craftsmen and women that are working with us. We have a large campaign of hiring young people that sometimes are not really thinking of becoming craftsmen or craftswomen. But once we have given them the idea and once we train them, we have a rate of success which is near 90%. And it's very rewarding for us to see these young people being so proud.
He's developed that long tradition of quality and craftsmanship, but he also adapts, and he adapts to the different generations.
You could think of Arnaud as a merchant, but he's also thinking of just the tectonic plates and the shifts in the world.